Hi, my name is Chidera, and this is
I'm Favor.
welcome to Youth
Youth
Circle
Circle
TV.
TV.
Woo!
I love Youth Circle TV.
I
I
love
love
Youth
Youth
Circle
Circle
TV.
TV.
I feel youths are looked as if they're like children or delinquents. Like in a society where something happens, something bad happens, they won't blame a married person or somebody working in a bank, but they will blame a youth for dressing indecent and all kind of
Is I
things.
think a lack of sound doctrine. I believe that not enough churches are preaching the gospel for its truth. And my second reason is a lack of appreciation for youth, a lack of encouragement and certain judgment.
Also, I feel youth ministers and adults they are quick to judge a youth when they do something wrong instead of like putting themselves in the shoes of the youth to feel like, oh, okay, why did this youth do this? Why did that youth do this? Or like talk to the person if they had like inner crisis before whatever they did happened. No, but they're just really quick to judge youths, and youths going to church and then they're being judged. It's very painful for youth because some of us find church as our safe space, and when we go there, we're being judged as well. Like we're being judged outside, and it is not
I
healthy.
watched a video and this man was talking about how he grew up in the church, yeah, but he never heard the gospel. So he grew up in the church, meaning that he has been in the church for about 30, I guess 35 years or so. And he never heard the gospel. All he heard about God is that God just wants to punish him and that's and so I don't know, the people in the church kind of had this mentality that if they can convince these people to be that afraid of God, if they can use hell and scare people into doing the right thing, that was going to like put the youth under control. And I feel like that's what's going on in a lot of churches also. People have grown into the idea that fear should become the motivating factor for getting people to want to know Jesus Christ. They never teach that Jesus Christ is love. They never teach that Jesus Christ loves them and wants to have a relationship with them. They never teach people what the gospel actually is, that Jesus Christ came to die for us while we were yet sinners, that he loves us. And so I feel like if we can take away fear as a motivating factor for getting people to want to know Christ and use love as a motivating factor, preaching the gospel, teaching the gospel the same way Jesus taught it, I feel like this will bring a lot more people to the church, get people to want to have a personal relationship with God and stop driving people away from God.
Also, I feel like youth ministers should also follow trends on like issues that are like happening everywhere. Now someone wants to be gay, someone is feeling like, oh, okay, I want to be gay and everything. Now after a sermon on why we shouldn't be gay, nobody really calls out to this youth to be like, oh, okay, you feel like you want to be gay, and then why, ask them questions and everything, follow them up and tell them the reasons why they shouldn't be. But like 2 years after, and then the person is like gay, and then they start like judging this person, and I feel that is really really wrong. Being judgmental of youth is very wrong. Judging youth is one reason, and almost all the reason why youth don't come to church.
Encouragement. I've heard a number of youth talking about how they put in a lot of effort in the church, maybe to come early, to do certain things, to make sure that things are in order and all, and then they don't get appreciated for it. Instead of them getting appreciated for the good that they did, they get criticized for maybe like a fallback or something that they didn't do. So something like that kind of discourages people. Like next time they won't want to do that thing, you know. So the next thing is a lack of encouragement. We know that a lot of youth in the church are going through certain things, and then sometimes they don't really feel like they have anyone they can talk to about these things, because some people meet maybe like a minister or a pastor in church, or someone like an authority in the church, and then they just kind of brush them off, so they don't really feel like they have someone that they can rely on. So growing up in a church with like different generations, you see adults and then you see like young people, you see teenagers, you see youth. There are some things that the youth want to do that some adults will not necessarily agree with. Let's talk about dyeing your hair, for example. Just as a common example. And now These things might not be wrong in itself, but then those people do not necessarily agree with it. So them kind of nitpicking and always like trying to point out the wrong things that the youth are doing is kind of frustrating, honestly. So people tend to get tired when any little thing they do is always getting picked on.
I have few reasons. Life changes. Some persons, some expectation that some persons, that is young persons, are expecting from church. Maybe job, marriage, getting money. They don't get it, so they were like, okay, why am I coming to church? Another reason again is maybe they are coming just to please either their parents or maybe there is somebody that they have been admiring since in church. So they think it's an avenue for them to be just coming and then meeting the person. Then political beliefs now with the trends of what's going on social media, some persons now like, okay, why am I going to church when I can actually do everything?
They said that the church is being too judgmental, critical, and rigid. They do not feel free to express themselves, feel marginalized, stifled, judged, and ignored. They say the church is impracticable. In other words, when you bring a problem to church, all they'll tell you is go and pray about it. Nobody is giving you practical steps on how to deal with the reality of their situation. Church is not in touch with their generation. They also feel pressured by the church's expectation of them on how to keeping sexually pure in a highly sexualized culture. Another pointer is that they say that the church is demonizes everything that is outside the church. It has been so exciting hearing from the younger generation. It's just like hearing from the horse's mouth, and it's already time to go. I feel so sad. But we will still be back by next Friday with more interesting episodes. But to please like, subscribe, and share our videos if it has impacted you. I want to leave you with this word: God loves you and He has great plans for you. My name is Mitchell. See you next time. Bye.